Are you ready for another 6th line day? We are at the top of the hexagram of gate 4, and line 6 is called excess. So, top of the hexagram, with a lifetime learning of repeated and conscious abuse of norms will not escape discipline. When logical forces, logical aspects, do not make a contribution, they raise anger in the collective. They're always going to be resented if they don't make a contribution. Why can't you share with us? All the rest of us are sharing. Why aren't you sharing? Who do you think you are? Not everyone can make a contribution. If you're a 6th line in the 4th gate, you may have a profound understanding in terms of your ability to see formulas and to recognize what formulas are right or wrong. After all, you've been through a very deep process built on making all kinds of mistakes, and from that, finding your wisdom. Here is the capacity to be able to come up with many answers when you're young, only to discover that they don't always work. And after that, then to refuse really to give any answers at all, because you're not looking to be tripped up. You've been burned, you've been down that road, and you're looking for the perfect answer. So you refuse to give any answer. You're looking for the answer that cannot be denied, for the one that isn't going to get you into trouble. You get that, and it can make a profound difference in your life. Logical awareness leads to repetition, it leads to mastery. When you find an answer that works for you, it has a magical potential within your nature. In the exaltation, we have the development through experience of techniques to apply self-restraint. The potential in a logical process to recognize when the understanding is not complete and to have the patience to wait out the process. This is having the experience to go through what answers work and what answers don't work. The experience to recognize that it's perfect timing that gives the answer its chance, and to be patient enough to wait for the right answer. So many answers are not heard because the timing is wrong. Doesn't work, nobody hears it. And it may be a really good answer, but that doesn't matter. And this is a projector gate. It needs recognition, it needs to be invited. If an answer is given out of turn, it will not be recognized. The gift in the the gift in the 6th line here, it's your recognition, 2nd line, I don't know where I went with that. The gift in the 6th line here is that it gets to the point where it recognizes both what can be a good formula and what cannot be a good formula, and when to apply that formula and when not to apply that formula. It's a real wisdom that can come through. So in the detriment, the gall to accept punishment as the price of excess. Despite recognizing the incompleteness, a lack of patience with the process. So these 6 lines, they go up on the hill and they see that nobody has a decent answer and their answers are better. And instead of really waiting to be absolutely clear, they offer their answer only to find that it doesn't work either. Remember, the 6th line is actually at its best when it's confirming the hexagram's nature rather than actually applying the hexagram's power and getting down in the mechanics of it. Whenever you carry a 6th line in your design, wherever it is, whatever gate it's in, and particularly where you carry it in your Sun-Earth cross configuration, it's so important that you are clear that until you find that thing that is right for you, you're not complete. And if you do not find it, then your life is about being of value to others. And what you've discovered along the way is important knowledge for those who follow, and that all 6 lines have got that gift in them. No, but it's finding that thing for yourself. If you don't find that thing for yourself, then it's that acceptance, the wisdom of acceptance that completion maybe is not your path in this particular gate. When you get to the close of the logic process, when you get to that point where you really have an answer, where do you go? What's next in the wheel? Well, you go to the gate of making commitments. This is the gate of saying yes. Gate 29. This is the experience now. We're changing circuits, going from logic to abstract. This is the experience of what that answer brings you. So it's the 29th gate, the abysmal. The grounding to our 29 line 6 is the 49 line 6, called attraction. Having a contribution to make to the collective is an important part of the collective process. Sharing is their main keynote, and that doesn't matter whether it's logical or abstract, it's the same. Sharing is a major keynote for both sides. And perhaps it helps if your answers are attractive to the collective. It might help you get your answers out into the world. And if you're able to tap into that well of patience while you wait for the correct timing, well, that can be very attractive too. Just saying, oh no, I'm waiting. That can have a magical effect on other people. Can really make you so attractive. And we find that a lot with anyone who is emotionally defined. Just saying, oh, no, I need to sleep on that, or I'm not ready to make that decision yet. Oh, it can make people go really, really, oh yeah, I want this person, I want this person. So waiting is when it's correct, not as a, what's the word, not as a tool. That wasn't the word I was looking for. Strategy, not as a, well, it is a strategy, isn't it? But no, it's not really. It's an inner authority. So it's anyway, I'm going to shut up now and move on to the moon. The moon is, I know what I meant, but anyway, the moon is in the abstract gate at 11. It went in at 6:30 this morning, and it's the gate of peace. It's the gate of ideas. So it's still hanging out in this gate. It's a gate of inspiring others and serving others with one's ideas. And then it moves into the centering G center, gate 10 at 1542. This is the gate of treading, the gate of the behavior of the self. So those with this gate, they have a natural sense of how to behave as themselves, irrespective of what's going on in their environment or what is being sort of put onto them, what other people want them to do. And of course, the behavior of other people can be deeply uncomfortable to them if it crosses some kind of line that has been laid down in your mind about what good behavior should look like. Really, gate 10 is about you and your behavior. It's not about how other people are behaving. And the logic gate 58 is next. This is a root center gate, and this is at 1:45 tomorrow morning. This is the joyous, the gate of vitality, where stimulation is the key to joy. Yes, the energy in this gate can bring a real zest for life, a great joy in just being alive and in this world. And the moon brings us a channel here because the south node is now in the splenic gate 18, and this is the channel of judgment, a design of insatiability. It's a channel that loves a good challenge. It can see where the pattern is off, where things can be corrected, and it's logical. But logic, we have to always remember, it's so critical, but it's not personal. So it's not about a person being wrong, it's about the pattern being wrong. And this is a projector channel, so it's always good to remember not to offer criticism without being invited, because otherwise you won't be heard or you'll be taken wrongly. Or when judgment or when correction is invited, then it has a whole different flavor to it. And so tomorrow we have a new gate, a new sun gate, and this is the gate of saying yes. So I look forward to you saying yes. How predictable is this? Saying yes to joining me for tomorrow's transit. And until then, as always, go gently.